Once again, I come to you from Jacksdale Selston Community Church, and I am slowly, though progressively, and I hope positively, getting through this, the Lord's Prayer by Thomas Watson. A great book. I would recommend reading it, and I'm just working my way through it with you. I've read the book now, but picking and noting parts which have been of great challenge and of great encouragement. We're still under the heading, what shall we do that we may not miss this kingdom of glory? Nearing to the end of that section, we're on number 15. If you would not fall short of heaven, take heed of carnal relations. Our carnal friends are often bars and locks in our way to heaven. They will say religion is preciseness and singularity. A wife in the bosom may be a tempter. Job's wife was. Dost thou still remain thine integrity? Curse God and die. Of course, to be found in Job 2 verse 9. What? Still pray? What dost thou get by serving God? Job. Where are thy earnings? What canst thou show that thou hast in God's service but boils and ulcers? And dost thou still retain thine integrity? Throw off God's livery. Renounce religion. Here was a temptation handed over to him by his wife. The woman was made of the rib. The devil turned this rib into an arrow and would have shot Job to the heart, but his faith quenched his fiery dart. Beware of carnal relations. We read that some of Christ's kindred laid hold of him and would have hindered him when he was going to preach. They said he is beside himself. Mark 3 verse 21. Our kindred sometimes would stand in our way to heaven, and judging all zeal, rashness would hinder us from being saved. Such carnal relations Spira had, for having advised with them whether he should remain constant in his orthodox opinion. They persuaded him to recant, and so, abjuring his former faith, he fell into horror and despondency of mind. Galatius, Marco of Vico, found his carnal relations a great block in his way, and what ado had he to break through their temptations? Take heed of a snare in your bosom. It is a brave saying of Jerome, if my parents should persuade me to deny Christ, if my wife should go to charm me with her embraces, I would forsake all and fly to Christ. Another great challenge, another great encouragement to us as Christians. As I read through that, and I don't know what it makes you think of or prompt you to consider, but often we come across those of carnal mindsets and carnal pursuits. Of course, many of them will come from our unbelieving family or friends. Oh, don't worry about that. Forget religion today. Come and do this with me. We hear that so often in that great story, The Pilgrim's Progress. The temptations that faced him. But sadly also, as I read that, there are those who profess Christ, who would still have you cool your passion or slow down your pursuit in his word. And I would take from this today, beware of carnal relations. Be around those who love God. Be around those who stir you to seek him evermore. And be around those who want to walk with you and not hinder you. May the God of heaven bless you and keep you to that end, for his sake and for his glory. Amen.